Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Reflex, and today in the video, and today I'm going to be a tutorial on how I make my thumbnails, because I know some of you guys were asking me in the comment section down below how I make my thumbnails and stuff like that. And I made a video similar to this like a while back, but it was like pretty bad quality, and I just wanted to re-update it in case some of you guys didn't know that I made that video, and you know, just to make it better and stuff like that, because yeah, I just wanted to make this tutorial, and things have a little bit changed now. I've got like new techniques and stuff like that, so I want to make this video. But if this video does help you out in any way, shape, or form, please make sure to smash the like button, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and as well follow me on social media like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at FCW15. But yeah, then let's go right into the video. Let's go over to the iMac, which is the computer I use, but you could use this like on any computer. It's just, you know, you just need Google and stuff like that. So let's head over to Google. You don't even have to go to Google, you know, you could just search it up. But we're just gonna go to a website called Be Funky. It's spelled like that, just Be Funky, and then you got automatically see it's photo editor. And I use actually two websites. Most of the times I just use Be Funky because it's like the main website I use. But sometimes as well I do use another website called Pixlr, but we're gonna go into that like later on. So let's just wait for it to load up. So this is how it loads up, and you just pick one of these. You don't really need to use any of these, you just pick any random one. And then the first thing you have to do, or the first thing I like to do, is get it the right size, because this is not the size for thumbnails. In case you didn't know, first of all, go resize it, and then uncheck this lock aspect ratio, which is automatically checked. Just uncheck that, and then switch the width to 1280, and then the height to 720. And then now you should be good, and you should have the right size, and your banner should look perfectly clear, crisp, HD, you know, and fit nice and perfectly. So there you go, and then you can also put fit in case and you know, it's too small or too big. You can just put fit and you're good to go. Alright, so now that we got our image like this, now we need to choose like a background or anything like that. So let's say you're gonna do a video and you're gonna pose for a thumbnail, like you're gonna do something crazy, like you're gonna go like, I don't know, whatever you're gonna do, pose and then take a screenshot, save it to your iMac, and then just go to layer management, and you can add a layer, click the layer button, and then go to all your files, and then here I have like a bunch of thumbnails that I have used before. So let me find one real quick that I want to use.
20 minutes later.
Alright, so let's say I want to use this image right here that I have highlighted. Just double click it, or just click it and click open, whichever one you want, and this is just going to open the image. And this is actually the thumbnail, or like the image I used for my thumbnail yesterday. This video I explained the story I almost done. If you haven't checked it out, please make sure to go check it out. Or not please, but you know, if you wanted to go check it out, you know, because it's a pretty good video. Now, but this is the picture I use or whatever, the screenshot of me like, you know, just the pose, you know, whatever. So just like extend it like to like it covers the whole screen about there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, just get it where so you can't see any borders or anything like that. And then just click flatten layers. Okay, now you have your solid image right there, and you know, it's decent, but you know, you don't want to just leave it like that. It's too blank. We need to add some color, you know, some other images, you know, just to explain more, and maybe some text and stuff like that to make it, you know, look better and stuff. So what we want to do, or the first thing I do, is I add this thing called Vignette.
2 hours later.
Vignette. Yeah, that thing. But okay, you add that thing, you can move it around. You could use the circle thing, the square, this one. I use this one most of the time, but for this one, since it's around my face, I use this one. You can make it a little bit bigger right here. And then I added the color. You can add any color you want. Green, blue. Since I was talking about water, I use blue. So I'm gonna do like something like this. And you could also make it a stronger mount, that way it's like darker. And then just drag it over a little bit. And when you like it, click the check mark, and then you're good. But then we still need to add some to the side, so let's just do that again to the side. Same color. And if you pick this little pen thingy, you could go over any color you want. You're just gonna use that same exact color. You could go over any part, but we're gonna use the same color, so we're just gonna go over here, make it a little bit darker. And let's say we want to use a square. Okay, and then we click the check mark. Okay, now we got all the vignettes. That's like to add color and stuff like that. But another way you could do it, if you want to have like an outline, like a white outline around your stuff, now you could go to this other website called Pixlr. Pixlr.com. Just go to Pixlr.com. It's like a little photo editor, but it's like a little bit more complex and stuff. So I'm just gonna briefly go over that. Alright, so let's just click launch web app, and then create a new image. Again, we want to change the size to 1280 because we're gonna make it for a thumbnail. 720. This one's a little bit more complex, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it. I'm just gonna show you guys how to do like the basic outline of the thing. So let's open image right here, top left. Click the same image that we have. So it's gonna be this whole thing, but we can't really edit it right here. No, we don't want to change that, but right away this one has a lot more stuff. And you can see it's like a little bit more complex. It kind of looks a little bit similar to Photoshop. So what you want to do is click edit. Oh, no, we don't want to apply the changes. Click edit, select all. That way it selects the whole image. Click edit again, click copy. Hit this like transparent part. And then click paste. So now you have your image here. And you can delete this one. No, we don't want to save it. But it's like kind of disordered, you know, it's not your face. So you just click this free transform. And now you can move it around. You can make it any size you want. That looks about right there. But it's too little, so let's just make it bigger so it fits the whole screen. There, that's a good space. I want it there. And then it says, do you want to play the changes? Click yes, because you do want to play the changes. Okay, now you have your face here. Okay, now what you want to do, if you want to get like an outline around your face, go to this part called eraser. You can make it a bigger size. I used to make it a bigger size. And just start erasing the stuff. You don't have to be perfect, you know. For this one, I'm not going to go perfectly in detail because I want to do this kind of fast. I don't want to waste too much time. But basically, you just go around your stuff, you know. And when you start getting in depth, you could like zoom into this thing, move it around, get a way smaller brush because 200 is way too big. Get like a 30, and you could like slowly go around here. You know, nice and smooth. Get it nice and smooth. Okay, but we don't got enough time for that, at least not right now. So let's just erase the other side real quick with a 200 brush. And then you go over here to this layer 1, right click it, and then scroll down to right here where it says layer styles. Click that, move it to the side of it's covering your image, and you want to click the outer glow. Okay, now here you could choose a color that you want. I usually choose white, but you can't really see it, so I'm gonna choose black. Or actually no, let's choose red, I guess. I just saw red in my background and I just chose red. Alright, so you want red. You can make it bigger, a lot bigger. You can hard. I usually put it like 100% hard, and then like about 50 size, and then opacity just leave it 100, and then click OK, and then you have your image. Okay, you have like a lot of outline and stuff like that. Of course, mine doesn't look perfect. I'm sorry, it doesn't look perfect. You can delete any of these little things that we forgot to delete, and it looks kind of decent. You know, you have an overall outline in your character, whatever, and you could do other stuff with it, but you know, I'm not really trying to take my time with this because it does take a while. But when you're done, you're satisfied, so just click File, Save. You can rename it whatever you want. Pose for a thumbnail, whatever you want to name it. And then make sure you go here, PNG. That way your background is transparent. Click PNG and then just click Save to save it. But I'm not going to save it because, you know, we're not going to really use it, but you could do that. And you have your image. Once you have that, if you want to put it to your thumbnail, just go back to the layer manager and then like you have the save file and then click it. And then you have it. That's basically how you do that if you want like outlines, because a lot of YouTubers do that nowadays. I try to do it sometimes, but you know, it does take a while, and sometimes I'm in a rush and I have to make my thumbnail pretty fast. So I just did this. It looks pretty decent still, but you know, it would look good like that too, okay? So that's how you do that if you want to do like an outline. Okay, but here we're not gonna do it, so we're just gonna have like this. Alright, so we need to add some text. You know, we look surprised, but nobody knows why we look surprised. So you could go down here in text, and they have some like featured fonts, I guess you can say. Just click one. You don't have to use this font. They don't have that many font options, but the one I like to use, or the one I recommend, is this one, Bebas New. I can't pronounce things. I suck at pronunciation, but that one you guys can read it. They also have some other decent ones. They have this script one. It's decent, I guess. This one's also pretty good. Just click stuff, you know, it's decent. You can also use your own fonts. So if you paid for like a font or anything like that, I personally haven't paid any font. You can also download some free fonts. You could just go down, just search out free whatever cursive fonts, and you could download a whole bunch of them. Alright, so now what we want to put, we're gonna put I almost drowned. That's decent, but I'm gonna, like, the way I do it is that I like cut it in half, or not cut it in half, but you know, type half of the words, and then you could duplicate by right clicking and then duplicate, and then just erase this, drown. That way it's the same font and color and all that stuff. Okay, but these are way too small, you know, nobody's gonna be able to read that, so just like make it bigger. Okay, you can put it like that, tilt it a little bit to the side, that way it fits. Maybe not that big, put it about right here, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, we good. Now let's get this drowned one and let's tilt it. Now that looks pretty decent, but you know, we need to change the color. We need to spice it up a little bit. We can't just leave it like that. Usually what I like to do is I like to either make the top white or gray, you know, you can just go down a little bit of gray. You could even have it black, because black looks pretty decent, but I'm just going to leave it white because, you know, it looks decent. And then just go here. I'm going to use the same color blue right here. Let's make it maybe a little bit lighter right there. So that's pretty decent, yeah. There's also other things you could do, you know. I didn't go super in depth with this photo editor. You could like explore it. It's pretty easy. I learned it by myself, so I'm pretty sure you guys could do it too. But there's other things you could do. You could change it for the font or the font size right here. You could also make the spacing bigger if you want. I usually leave it at 0 unless if there's a certain font that you want to be more spaced out. You could center it. You could align it to the right. Change the color. This is for like the back of it. If you want to have it like a box, and then you know like that. But I usually keep that blank. I've used it for some thumbnails, as you guys can see if you go scroll down through like my thumbnails, whatever. Opacity, which basically means how like, you know, like let me just show you guys because I can't really explain it. It's 50%. It looks kind of like faded and stuff like that. It actually looks pretty cool. So let's actually leave it like at 80. It looks decent, I guess you can just say. And that's the other modes that they have, like certain modes that they have. That one actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave that one. There's other stuff you could do, darken it, difference. You know, there's a bunch of modes with this. It's actually pretty complex for a little website. Which one did I said add? That one looks good. Let's just do this one too. That way they look the same. See, look, that looks pretty nice, right? Okay, but we still need to add a little bit more spice to it. You know, I still don't feel like it's like perfect man. I just realized we need to scoot these over a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. That looks fine. Even though they're not perfectly aligned, that looks fine. So okay, so we got our thumbnail now. I would maybe use this thumbnail, but I still want to add little stuff so you guys can get like the drift of it. So let's just go to Safari and search up little stuff. Let's say I want like a lifeboat thing because I talk about drowning and that would like kind of go with it. So let's go for a lifeboat. Wait, not a lifeboat. What is the like circle things called? I searched it up yesterday and I got it for my thumbnail. Life circle jackets. Life jacket circle. No, life float. Lifesaver.
20 minutes later.
Oh, there. Okay, it pops up. So this little thing right here is a PNG. Okay, see how the back has like checkered patterns? You want that. That way the background is transparent and you only see the image. You could get images that are not PNG or not transparent background, but I would recommend get PNG. So just search up any image you want. Yeah, lifesaver. Like I don't know what it's called. Lifesaver, I guess. But yeah, always just search it up with PNG. And then right click it and then put save image to downloads or whatever you have to do to download it on your computer. Okay, you can do whatever you want. You can move it around. You can put it down here if you want. Whoops. You put it down here. What I like to do is add like a bunch of them. That way you like, I don't know, it just looks kind of cool, I guess. If you had a bunch of them, just tilt it a little bit if you want to like match with the title, whatever. Put it there. Change the opacity. That way it looks like they're different. Let's put it to 90. And then let's right click it, duplicate item. Let's put it right here next to each other. But make that one smaller. Put it like maybe down here. Put that one a little bit up, maybe a little bit bigger. And then put the opacity like 72. Okay, and then add another one up there. Like that. It looks a little bit more decent, at least in my opinion it does. But that's how I make my thumbnails in case you guys are wondering. But that's how I edit. And then let's just add one more thing because the right side looks a little bit lonely. So let's just put a lifeboat, no, inflatable boat. And we add it, come on, let's get it. Okay, now we got another lifeboat here. Put it right here. Maybe a little bit bigger. Okay. I like to use emojis. I wouldn't like put in this thumbnail, but I know some of you guys wondering where emojis. So just put like oh my god emoji, PNG. I use that one most of the time. And then let's get this one right here. Save image to downloads. I probably already had it, but just so you guys can see how I do this stuff. Where is it? See, I probably already had it in it. Oh, right here. Okay, let's put that one. That looks like exactly what I'm doing. At least that's what I was trying to do. We can put these around here. Same thing with like the lifesavers that I did. Make it smaller. Change the opacity. That way it doesn't look 100% because the main focus we want to do is on my face and the title. 92, I guess. And then let's add a couple other ones. Let's go duplicate item. Let's put that one since it's pretty far away at 50, I guess. Oh, what happened to it? Oh, you can also click this undo. Perfect timing. Okay, there we go. And click 50%. Looks decent. One last one. There we go. So now we got our emojis, like little other stuff, little lifesavers. I don't even know what the hell it's called. An inflatable boat. Actually, the inflatable boat looks a little bit too bright. Let's lower that to 90 maybe. There we go. That way the main focus is on my face. We added some blue color in the background, that way it doesn't look bland. And like I said, if you want to add the outline, just use the other website. It's pretty easy. You just have to take your time. You don't have to be specific. And it doesn't have to be perfect, don't worry, because it's kind of far away. And the thumbnail is small anyway, so you just want to get like some pop. What I recommend is adding the let's not go back to that, but that V thingy, whatever, you know, just go to edit. It's right here, vignets. I don't know what it's called, I'm sorry, but you can add that. And I like, yeah, it's a really cool effect and stuff like that. I use that for most of my thumbnails. And then like a cool title, you can also add like cool features to it, like the blend mode ad, and I have little emojis or like little like things that you can see. But I recommend PNG because that way transfer my background. Cause let me show you something that isn't PNG. I'm gonna show you why you wouldn't use that. So just put oh my god emoji without PNG. It might still be PNG. Let's try to find one that's not PNG. Let this poop because it's gonna be poop if it doesn't have PNG. Okay, so it's not PNG. We can see that it doesn't have like the transparent background thingy. Add the layer. All my files. We got this poop guy. See how it has like the white background? You don't want that because you know like bruh. Okay, yeah, that looks a little bit better how it was, but not just kidding. But yeah, we don't want that stuff. It's no bueno. It's ugly. It's poopy. So you get the gist of it. But basically, yeah. So you guys saw me do my thumbnail. This is not the thumbnail I used, but you know, similar process of what I did. I showed you guys basically all the stuff. Let me just go through like the other stuff that they have. You could crop it, rotate it. The plus thing, you can do it unless if you pay. I wouldn't like recommend you pay though, because if you could do something like this, I think it's decent enough. That's all I need it for. Exposure, you can change the. I'm not really too like, you know, I don't really know about this stuff, so I'm just gonna press X. I'm not gonna save that. You can add other stuff, sharpen it if you want. That's, I mean, optional. Kind of looks kind of worse, I think, with sharpen, so I wouldn't add that. I mean, it looks kind of good, I guess. Let's just add it. I said at first it didn't look good. It kind of looks good. I don't know, but whatever you want to add, you can change the color. You can make it black and white if you want. Actually, didn't make it black and white. No, wait, no, that's black and white. That makes it black and white. And if you want to make all the things black and white, you have to apply it in the layers. That way, like everything adds to it. Smooth it. You know, you can do all this stuff. You can even blur it. You can make it blurry, like if you want your background to be blurry, and then all the stuff up here, you know, good stuff like that. Touch up. You know, if you guys want more like specific questions, ask me in the comment section down below, and I'll try to like answer them. There's like different effects they have. I don't really use these because, you know, I don't really see the point of them. I mean, they look decent, I guess, but I just don't really like to use filters that much. But I mean, it looks decent, I guess. But you could add all these stuff. You could just play around with it. I recommend you play a good amount with it. You can also add frames in the background, borders and stuff like that. That looks decent, but I would recommend, or I wouldn't recommend, but you know, I personally don't like them. You could even add some graphics that they do have, like the geometry. They have like circles and stuff. They're not too good. I would recommend you just search them up. I mean, it's free and stuff. Just make sure it's PNG, like I said. Overlays. These are alright, I guess. Yeah, no. But you just play around with it. Text. There's different fonts. It's you know, there's different fonts, and you could also download free fonts. So I would recommend that if you don't like the fonts that they have. And then textures. They have like some bubbles that fly around and stuff like that. Most of them are plus though. So you have to pay for that. I wouldn't really recommend those, but you guys asked for how I make my thumbnails. This is how I make my thumbnails. If you guys want like more specific or any questions that you have, feel free to ask me. But if you guys are trying to get into YouTube and like step up your game, I would recommend do your own custom thumbnails, because it just makes your channel like pop up and look that much better. And especially add stuff like this, and I think it's pretty good. So if this did help you out, please make sure to smash that like button, and let me know if you guys have any other last questions about it, or if you have any other things you want me to show you, like how, I don't know, but if you guys have any questions of what I do, or like any stuff like that, if you have any other questions for me, let me know and I'll try to answer every single one of them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand video. But yeah, other than that, it's me, Reflex, and I'm out. Peace.
Boy said that you made me. Go ahead and make another one. Do what I want, cause I'm trusting none. I'm a lover till the love is done. Took your girl, she ain't try to run. Hit from the back so her legs get numb. Hit from the back so long that my own legs starting to get numb. No, I walk with the racks on me. Bad bitch, one back.